YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today, as you can tell, we're gonna be doing the Pelicans off-season predictions. It is the last of the playoff teams other than the conference teams, or the teams in the conference finals right now. Before we get started, I just want to ask you guys, if you have not subscribed already, make sure to do so. I'm trying to reach 2,000 here pretty quickly, and as soon as we reach 2,000 subscribers, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. I'm gonna be giving away a gift card to one of you guys, just because you guys deserve it. Like, once we reach 2,000, I'm gonna be doing that. So let's get to 2,000 quickly. But other than that, guys, the Pelicans are forced with the big decision this offseason. What are they gonna do with Boogie Cousins? Mirotic obviously showed that he fit really well alongside Anthony Davis, but with DeMarcus Cousins coming back, I mean, what are they going to do with Mirotic now and DeMarcus Cousins? So they have a big decision. I'm not sure if they want to re-sign DeMarcus Cousins, have Mirotic come off the bench, or they want to do a sign and trade with DeMarcus Cousins. They have a big decision ahead of them. It is like really big, because if you get DeMarcus Cousins, of course you have the Twin Towers down there in Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins. Still have Jrue Holiday, but Mirotic is a nice stretch forward that just played so well alongside Anthony Davis. He did struggle there kind of against the Warriors though, so maybe that is a sign that you would want to bring back DeMarcus Cousins, because he's just a dominant big man. So I'm gonna kind of lean towards that they would rather bring him back and maybe have Mirotic come off the bench, or maybe even trade Mirotic, because I think he has a team option, I'm pretty sure. But now let's go ahead and get started. So what I think the Pelicans will do is, I'm not sure, man. It's gonna be tough. I'm not sure what direction the Pelicans really want to go, but for sure, I know that the Pelicans won't have their pick. It's going to Chicago. And did the Bulls get our pick? Yes, they got the 14th pick from us, whatever. So I'll just leave it at that. They should have like the 26th pick, I think, but whatever, I'll just leave it. So staff signing, Alvin Gentry, of course, is still going to be the head coach. And then let's go into NBA draft. And I'm going to make a real quick decision here, guys. What should we do? Man, let me turn trades back on. This is just like crazy, because I don't think we have a pick at all. Just got to make sure, though. Let me turn all these off. And then let's see what we got out here. So player contracts, we have Mirotic, yeah, a team option, Darius Miller, DeMarcus Cousins, yeah. So a lot of decisions to make. Let's see if we can maybe trade Solomon Hill's contract. That would be great. I mean, that would be absolutely awesome if the Pelicans could get that done. It would just help out a little bit more with their cap space situation, but I doubt anyone will take him on. See, I don't even think the Pelicans have any way to get rid of Solomon Hill. There's like just no way, honestly. But I think they should bring back Darius Miller. He was a nice player off the bench. DeAndre Liggins, not as much. Chuck Diallo, he's still a young player. Mirotic, of course. You want to bring him back? I mean, I don't think you just want to decline that. That's like 12 mil for a stretch big. That is, like, this man probably would want more money than this. So definitely bring him back. You could either trade him or whatever you want to do with him. Qualifying offers, not much there. And then moratorium day. So now when you look at this team, not a lot. So we got no money, like no money whatsoever. Jrue Holiday is still there at the point guard. E'Twaun Moore is at the shooting guard. Darius Miller, Solomon Hill at the small forward. And Davis, Mirotic, of course. And then we're going to have to bring back DeMarcus Cousins. Like, that is a must. We got to bring back Boogie Cousins. I don't think you just let him walk. I mean, you either sign and trade him, or you re-sign him to stay on the team long term. But one thing Jrue Holiday did do this year was play the shooting guard. So I'm going to keep him at the shooting guard, and probably going to re-sign Rondo. Although I'm not sure how good he'll be, since player progression is probably going to take him down quite a bit. But if I'm the Pelicans, I'll give Rondo a deal, because, I mean, why not? I'll give him a 3-year deal, 3 mil. I mean, actually, I'd probably do 2 years. Let's do 2-year deal for Rondo. And then, of course, we've got to bring back our man, DeMarcus Cousins. There's just no way you let the man walk. So I'm going to go ahead. And the Pelicans said they didn't even want to offer him the max, which that could prove to be bad for the Pelicans and maybe losing him. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a 5-year. Actually, yeah, let's give him a 5-year deal, because that will actually make his contract longer, which might convince Anthony Davis to sign long-term after his contract expires. So the Lakers have offered him a pick, or offered him a contract, and so have the Mavericks, but we've offered him the max, of course. Paul George is still there. So let's see what they say after this. But then the point guards, you could bring Isaiah Thomas on this team if you wanted a little bit less money. Isaiah Thomas, DeMarcus Cousins, and Rondo, or DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis would be a nice fit. I think that would be nice. But we're getting Rondo back and DeMarcus Cousins, which is very big contributors to this team last year. Of course, we have no idea how far this team would have gone if DeMarcus Cousins would have been healthy. But then I don't know if they ever would have traded for Mirotic if DeMarcus Cousins was healthy. Like, that's a good question. Like, would they have actually traded for him if DeMarcus Cousins was healthy? That's something you got to wonder about. And then, does E'Twaun Moore move up at the small forward position? He stays the same. So I think he's going to play the small forward because I think that's what he did all year. And yeah, so basically this team can't change a lot. I mean, they got to bank on having DeMarcus Cousins. Like, that's going to be their big factor this offseason. What are they going to do with DeMarcus Cousins? Are they going to... I could probably bring back Ian Clark too as well. So I'm going to go ahead and bring him back. Unless we can afford someone else, which I don't think we can. Will Barton, no. Udo, Montrezl Harrell. I mean, Seth Curry would be nice. Wayne Ellington off the bench would be actually really nice. If they could bring Wayne Ellington on the team, that would be nice off the bench. Kyle Quinmar, Hazonia, Seth Curry, Salam Mejri, Lance Stevenson. I think he'll be on the Pacers, so I'm not going to sign him. Fred VanVleet. I also, Crispy did a video the other day, like looking at possible trade scenarios this offseason or something like that. And one of the scenarios was like Fred VanVleet on the Pelicans. Like, could you guys think Fred VanVleet could be a starting, like, all right, Shabazz Napier would actually be a nice pickup, but I think he will be back on the Portland Trail Blazers. Let's see if the Blazers match, because he is a restricted free agent, which I actually expect them to, and they don't. All right, so I think that maybe if they could get Shabazz Napier, that would be a good pickup for them, obviously. But then you got Wayne Ellington and Drew Holiday, and then you got E'Twaun Moore and Darius Miller, Solomon Hill, and then you still got that. So basically, this team, like I said, is either going to be banking on having DeMarcus Cousins back or doing a side and trade with him, because that's all this team can really do. That's all the moves they can make. I guess trading Mirotic is something they could do too. I don't see them trading Holiday or Anthony Davis, of course. Let's see if they'll resign Rajon Rondo. There's just a lot of decisions the Pelicans will have to make this offseason. It's going to be interesting, though, for sure. They're one of the bright teams this last season. I mean, they swept my Portland Trail Blazers in the first round. No one saw that coming. And you can argue that the Pelicans gave the Warriors the best series since the Cavaliers did a couple of seasons ago. Rondo only went down one, so that's good to see. I would love to still have him as the starting point guard. Shabazz Napier, 27, satisfied, and Wayne Ellington is still a nice backup shooting guard. So if you could bring in Wayne Ellington off the bench, that would be a great signing for the Pelicans, because Ian Clark was all right and all, but Wayne Ellington, I think, is a little bit better as of right now. Of course, Ian Clark is still kind of young. Wayne Ellington is getting up there in age, so there's no saying that Wayne Ellington won't be worse than... All right, who should we give this to? Chuck Diallo, I guess. And then untap, give it to Frank Jackson. All right, we'll do that. Advance the next season, and let's look at this team now. What do they want to do? So let's go. Coach game plan: Rajon Rondo, Drew Holiday, Darius Miller, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, Mirotic, Wayne Ellington, Shabazz Napier, and E'Twaun Moore, and Chuck Diallo. All right, should we run a 10-man rotation? I'm gonna run a 9-man rotation. Yeah, let's run a 9-man rotation. Let's do that, because we don't really need Chuck Diallo getting minutes. But I'm kind of curious of why they want to start Darius Miller over E'Twaun Moore. I think that's kind of interesting if you ask me. So I'm gonna give E'Twaun Moore. I guess they could start Mirotic at the power or the small forward if they wanted to. Would that make sense? But then I think there's a possibility that you could have when DeMarcus Cousins hits the bench, or when one of these players hits the bench, you can move Anthony Davis to the center position, and Nikola Mirotic could come out and play the power forward. They could still do that. They could still do what they did last year, basically. So I think this team is going to be good. They just need a few more pickups. Shabazz Napier, Wayne Ellington would be nice pickups. Mirotic, of course, Darius Miller. So this team is still going to be good next season, of course. But Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins. And then we're going to have Drew Holiday, of course. Drew Holiday. So let's see how it goes this season, and hopefully it goes well. And then we'll see if this team is NBA playoff bound, maybe NBA Finals bound. Anthony Davis did say they could compete with the best of them if they had DeMarcus Cousins healthy. So let's see how the Pelicans do through the simulation of NBA 2K. Welcome to the question day part of the video where I answer you guys' questions. If you guys want me to answer your questions, leave them down in the comment section below this video. I'll be answering them in the very next video. But other than that, Crazy Candy asks, could Kevin Knox be the steal in the draft? I mean, sure, why not? I don't really know a lot about him. Should Philly 76ers fire Brett Brown? Absolutely not. Who is to blame for Sixers losing to Celtics Cowboy X Factor? Ask both these questions. I think Brad Stevens. He's just a good coach. I don't think you really need to blame anyone on the 76ers, honestly. They did their best. It just didn't work out. Who do you think is the best second-round draft pick of all time? Wow. That is something. I'll have to come back to that question. CRISPR07 asked. That's a good question, though. Sixers has the 10th or oh wait, who's going to be the next MVP? Giannis or Damian Lillard? If Cousins was playing, do you think the Pelicans would win? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a good question. What should the Lakers do with Brandon Ingram if they sign LeBron and Paul George? Lakers net ass. That is another good question. Maybe they should trade him for DeMarcus Cousins or something like that, since they already have 2 forwards. I don't know. Maybe do something like that. Which round do you think Mike Hunt will get drafted? Chronic masturbator Smurf ass. I don't even know who Mike Hunt is. I'm not even sure that's a real NBA player. And then let's see what else we got. And should Sixers trade for Kawhi, giving up Dario Saric, Fultz, and a first-rounder, Cowboy X-Factor ass? Maybe give up Markelle Fultz. I'm not sure you want to give up Dario Saric because he's a nice contributor to the team. And should Philly Sixers trade Robert Covington? No, I think he's not. I think he's a decent player. It just depends. It just depends. But thank you guys so much for the questions. Chris Bro 7, I got to come back to your question. The one at the top of my head is Draymond Green, but of course there's got to be someone better than him all time. I can't think, but that was a good question. But thank you guys so much for the questions, of course. Go ahead and enjoy the rest of the video. I always appreciate you guys' questions. James is your MVP. Marvin Bagley is your Rookie of the Year. Jeremy Lin is your 6th man. Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year. And Marquise Chris is your Most Improved. And Steve Kerr is your Coach of the Year. Cool to see that. All NBA first team, no one at all. All NBA second team, DeMarcus Cousins, and then all NBA third team, no Anthony Davis. All right, all defensive first team, Anthony Davis, and that's it. All right, so all rookie. We didn't have any rookies, so don't need to worry about that. But we went 44-38. The Pelicans are the 6th seed in the Western Conference, which is exactly what they were last season, facing Russell Westbrook in the playoffs. So 23 points for Anthony Davis, 21 for DeMarcus Cousins, 16 for Drew Holiday. Actually love that. Love the stats all around. Pretty good stats. Exactly what you'd want to see. 21 for DeMarcus Cousins and 24 from Anthony Davis, both getting double-digit rebounds. But by the way, guys, tomorrow there will be no more offseason predictions until, of course, one of the conference final teams falls, and then we'll do the last 4 remaining. But I'm going to be starting a new mini-series tomorrow, and it's going to involve Russell Westbrook tomorrow. It's going to start with Russell Westbrook, and then you guys are going to vote for the rest of the players we do. But yeah, you guys will be excited for that. So make sure to stay tuned for tomorrow. But we're facing Russell Westbrook right now. Let's see what we can do. He's up 2-0, and he's up 3-0, and he's going to sweep us. Okay, no, he's not. All right, let's see if we can come down from 3-0 to make this series matter. Let's see if we can do it, guys. So let's go ahead. Simulate. Can we win this one? 3-2? We can. 119 and 103. Stole home court from them. So let's go ahead and, or yeah, I mean, I guess we didn't steal home court, but we won on their court. And if we can force a game 7, it's a wrap, guys. I think we win this series if we can force a game 7, because all the momentum will be with us. If we can force a game 7. If we can force a game 7. And no, 2K has other plans for us. Drew Holiday was your leading scorer, 27-19. Russell, oh, Paul George. Funny. Paul George is on the Thunder again. Carmelo Anthony got 24. Who is Antonio Blankley? Oh, he must be a rookie. I was about to say. Carmelo Anthony, 24 points. That's funny. I can't remember the last time that guy scored 24 points. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy. And, of course, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Grind to 2K. Grind to 10K by 2019. This is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.